In this video, I want to share some of the things that are I don't want to call it New Year resolutions because there are no New Year resolutions. It's not like I'm resolving. It's just like, oh, I've spent the last couple of weeks by myself thinking and I've decided this is how I want to flow for the next couple of months. We just then happens to be New Year. So I'm sharing that with you. So I'm very, very reluctant to call them New Year resolutions because it's not like something that I wrote before the New Year or on New Year's Day, something that I've been thinking about for weeks and just been building upon and asking myself, like, why is this important? Why do you want to do them? What would it matter if you do or do not do them? And deciding that, okay, yes, these are some of the things that I want to use to create my being this year and just the quality of person that I want to be for the next couple of months, and kind of things I want to learn and soak my mind with and my body with. So I just want to share, right? It's just that it now happens to be still at the beginning of the year, so we can call it whatever we want to call it. But in this video, I'm going to share some of the things that I'm resolving and deciding that I want to do for the next couple of months to just get better mentally, emotionally, physically, and to just, create the quality of life that I'm envisioning, that I would make me feel really good and fill me with so much joy and peace for the next couple of months and forever. So, interested? Watch this video, guys. It's gonna be fun. You might learn a thing or two anyway. So yeah, let's keep going. Hey folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Itimi. I'm a multifaceted creator, a marketing professional, and a teacher, and I'm passionate about growing people and growing businesses. See, the goal is that anybody who comes across me or any piece of my content is inspired and or motivated to get better in your business, in your career, and in your life. As you watch this video, like and comment and share to your friends and family if you like it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy this video, and I'll see you. Peace. So the first thing is create my space to feel very much like me. I think one of the biggest things that's happening to me recently is just like getting a new place and settling in, but also being very deliberate about how I wanted to feel and how I wanted to look to fit my own space. Picking specific colors, putting specific things, making sure that everything has a meaning to me and for me, because this is where I'm going to spend most of my time. From sleeping, eating, walking, creating videos. My life is very much an indulging one, and so I've been very deliberate about just picking certain elements, and I'll show you guys in a much different video some of the things that just like mean the most to me. But yeah, that's one. But creating my space is not just sort of like designing it and putting elements that makes it feel much like home. It's also thinking very deliberately about how I feel per time, who I let into my space, what I do with it, and how I navigate the different rooms. I've tried to keep my bedroom very minimal because I'm like, this is the only place. The only thing I want to do here is sleep. But they're adding a bit more elements to like my study because I'm going to spend more time, and realizing that light is very important for me in terms of like mood and productivity. So just deciding how I want to function for a place that I'm going to spend 80% of my time. But that also eases into sort of like also creating what my routine looks like and what my activities and my year would look like. And one of such things that I want to do every day, and I'm already doing, is using words of affirmation. I've always known the power of words of affirmation. I read The Secrets many years ago, right? Which is just really about what you say, what you think, and what you focus on, and the universe picks frequency, and that becomes a reality. I've always known about it, and I've in different years at different times, I always have words of affirmation that I kind of like just really just stay and just etch it in my soul. But this year I'm going to be different. Usually I'll have it on my notes, and then I will set reminders, and every now and again I'll go read my notes and check it. I think my last birthday or 2 birthdays ago, so 2021 birthday, one of my favorite people in the world, Chisholm, sent me this passage of the Bible, and so I put it on my reminder, and it reminds me to just meditate on it like every 2 weeks, and it's still been there, it's still there. So like most 1 year plus after, that's still one of the affirmations that I choose. But this year I decided to sort of like create an affirmation word. So there are really 5 key affirmations that I'm going into, that I'm choosing to really just stick to. The first one, and I'm going to be reading here because they're kind of written here, so I don't have to always focus on my phone. But one of them is that God is my infinite supply, and large sums of money come to me quickly and easily under the grace of God. I don't have to explain it to you. I want to be rich in this life. So I have to affirm it. So yeah, large sums of money comes to me, but more importantly is that God is my infinite supply. So even when it feels like, oh, there's no deal or there's no work, I know that God's my infinite supply. And with Him, there's always going to be abundance. Another one is that I have a sound mind, a great body, sexy as hell, and an unchangeable spirit. And then my health will not fail me. I think one of the things I'm most scared of is just health issues, because I know that health is something that can just take your life upside down, and you can go from ground 100 to like ground zero because you can't do anything. So that's very important to me, to have sound mind, a great body, and untouchable spirit, and to keep saying that my health will not fail me, but also being deliberate about making sure that I'm taking care of my health. And I'll come there in a bit. And an affirmation is that I flow towards great and excellent opportunities and favor, and I'll never be rejected for excellent opportunities. I actually stole that from my friend, or rather I borrowed it. She's telling me about getting a new job, and she kind of just mentioned, I flow towards great opportunities and excellence. And I was like, I tap into that. So yeah, I flow towards great things and excellent opportunities and favor, and I will never be rejected for excellent opportunities. And the one from 2 birthdays ago is that God is overwhelming me with every form of grace, so that I have more than enough of everything in every moment and in every way. I'm overflowing in abundance in every good thing. And the last very critical one is that when I go through deep waters, God will be with me. When I go through rivers of difficulty, I will not drown. When I walk through fires of oppression, I will not be burned up, and flames will not consume me. Because life is hard. I was going through shit the last couple of months of the year, and I was like, yo, when I'm here, God is the only person I can run to. So I know that life, and I was speaking to someone, I was speaking to my therapist, right? And I was like, I can't wait to when I come out on the other side. And we just said that, but you know what? That's what makes life. Like, you come out on the other side and then you face another demon. I come out on the other side, face another demon. So there's going to kind of be a lot of ups and downs. So I'm just like, whatever happens, I'm hoping I'm not part of God's strong soldiers this year. Just give me peace of mind. But if that happens, I know that He will be with me, and I will not drown, and flames will not consume me. So affirmation is going to be a big part of my stuff. But talking about my health will not fail me, a good one, another thing I'm trying to focus on is just paying more attention to how I take care of myself. So for instance, I'm more deliberate about skincare. Just studying me last night, like, oh my God, you have so many skincare products. I said, because I'm too old not to. I want to look fresh, but also I think it was when on my bed, I was like, peace, 27 is a lot. You have to be a lot more deliberate about just how you take care of your body. So yeah, more deliberate with skincare. I started the gym, but then I stopped because of my knee injury, but starting again. Just making sure I'm taking care of myself, making sure that I always have food in my house. So even if I don't have the appetite, I know that it's not thinking of what to eat that's the problem, is the appetite, and I'll figure out what vitamins I need to take to actually be able to eat. So being very deliberate about taking care of my health. Going to see the doctor if I needed to, going to the gym, drinking water. I won't take water to my bed now, so that at the middle of the night I can wake up and drink. All of those things that just makes me a full functioning adult, so that when I'm 50, someone will be like, black don't crack. It doesn't crack because you take care of yourself. Duh. Another thing is making time for me, making time for my hobbies, making time for just have fun, to relax, to chill, swimming more. I want to start roller skating again. I have 2 knee injuries from roller skating. And last year, December, so 2021 December was the first time I skated after 7 years of not skating because of the last knee injury that I had. But I remember doing it, and I was like, oh my God, that was ice skating, and I was like, it was fun. And in December this year, 2022, one of the few things I did during the holidays was also going ice skating again. And I was like, you know what? I really enjoy it. And then when I see people roller skate, I feel like, oh my God, that used to be me. So why can't it be me? Why can't I just really overcome my PTSD and learn afresh and be more, careful, buy all the guards for my knee, for my arms, all of that stuff. So yes, I'm just making time for stuff that I like. Swimming, skating is there, playing video games, aka FIFA and the other ones on the list, and then also just adding to my repertoire of who I am. So for example, I started drinking wine recently, and the reason is because my friend Michelle says that wine is such a sophisticated thing. I'm like, you know what? I agree. You can tell people different tastes, and you go out for dinner with certain caliber of people. Instead of asking for a cocktail, they ask for a wine. I'm like, I kind of dig it. So I started, I want to acquire the taste for it. And it's working so far. Obviously, it's sweets first. I went for one dinner with a friend like 2 weeks ago. And she was like, what would I want? I'm like, wine, do you want to order for me? And she got me a Moscato. Ha! It's like juice. It was a discovery. Wow. Anyway, so yes, just learning new stuff. So like drinking wine. And a few other things I want to add to like my repertoire. And that's why I'm going back to roller skating. Because I'm like, I want to be kind of person that can fit into different circles and have conversations about different things. I think that it's also something that helps with social anxiety, because then I can navigate different social circles and different scenarios more easily, and I can do that by learning a lot of stuff. So while I'm watching more stuff or deliberate about what I'm watching, I can do that by reading a lot. I can do that by travel and exposure, but I can also just do that by the things that I pick interest in. And so that's kind of like what wine is. But there are other smaller things that I also want to just like take an interest in this and have an understanding or a taste for it, because you just never know when it would come in handy, right? But that's the kind of person I want to be, who knows a little bit about many different things, or just has many different interests that makes me complex and just awesome to be around. Sounds very vague, but I take it with my chest. Yeah. Something very important is this year I want to focus less on money, even though my first affirmation that I read out was about money. But I want to focus less on money and making money, and more about delivering quality results, quality work, having a lot of depth in what I do, and just focusing on expanding the things I already do as against trying to do more stuff. That's the one thing that I've run back to my coaches to say, please, I need accountability, but I know I'm an excellent person. I know that I'm a high performer. I know that I'm really smart. And that makes it, and I'm also like a multi-potentialite. It's very easy if I take a lot of interest in many things, and I think sometimes I do my best work when I'm under pressure doing many things at the same time. But I've also on the other side seen the importance and relevance of just depth and focus, like a lot of depth. And I'm like, there are lots of things I already have like really good, even really reasonable depth in, but like what would happen if I went deeper in this one, and this one, right? And just deliver the most excellent results of my career this year. So I really want to focus and grow, and less about how I can make more money, and more about how I can improve in what I already do, and improve in all the things I already currently have, and even make them the things that give me money, even if it's not immediately, even if it's in 1 year, in 2 years, or in 3 years. But like, there's so many great things I already do, and it's about them as against like new ideas that I entirely want to pursue. I want to travel a bit more, and so I already planned out all the trips I want to take for the year. I sat down and said, this is how many days of leave that I have, these are the public holidays in the UK, and this is how I can travel this year. And so I have all of that down, and now it's just to budget and start planning for flights and hotels well in advance so that it's cheaper. But yes, I want to travel more. I want to do solo trips. I went to Paris first week of January, solo trip. I went to Aberdeen first to see family, and I went to Paris. And I was like, oh my God, I really, really like solo trip. I did my first foot solo trip in August last year, 2022, to Amsterdam. And it was one of the best trips of my life. But Amsterdam is a city that I've always been to. Amsterdam is like my dream city. So I figured maybe it's because of Amsterdam. But then I went to Paris, which is a lover city. So everybody else was coupled up. But I had such a great time. I went to the Louvre. I saw the Mona Lisa. It was underwhelming, but it was nice to see, I have seen the Mona Lisa in real life. But I'm just seeing thousands and hundreds of different art. I was like, this is amazing. I had a cruise on River Seine. And again, everybody was coupled up, but then there was me. And I booked like the privileged part, so it was just me and my waiter, and I was drinking wine, and I was seeing the Eiffel Tower and the Notre Dame, and just going to the sea, and somebody was playing live music, and she'd come to me sometimes, I should sing, and I'll make a video, and just had really nice dinner. I went to another restaurant, Kong, and it was amazing, and done when there was nothing to see, so I just brought on my phone, and I put on my headphones. I was eating, I was watching Netflix at the dinner, and everybody else was just doing that stuff, and I was just like, I was feeling grounded, and just like, I actually enjoy my own company, and it was fun. I want to travel more. I would travel with other people, but I also would do like one or two or a couple of solo trips this year. I want to speak more often to my mom because we're both getting older, so I should. I also want to isolate and recharge without caring or giving a fuck or yeah, just not feeling guilty about it. I would communicate to the people that matter and to my community. I don't think I would take another. I would deactivate my account. Maybe at least to December 2022, 2023. But if I ever need to take like a break, I'm going to do it unapologetically. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm going to rest, recharge, isolate, and then start again, because I do my best work and I'm my best self when I feel really good about myself. And sometimes that means I'm just chilling, and I should do that more without feeling guilty about anything else, right? Just communicate to the people that matter. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I kind of want to be around. Fun, really great work, travel, exploring, learning new stuff, reading more, taking really good care of myself, and remembering about my affirmations and just using them as prayer points. So I'm back again. So I think I'm going to have a good year. Like the year, I feel really good about a lot of things. And I hope that you have a good year. So if I haven't said it yet, because I didn't say January 1st, Happy New Year, folks. Let me know the things that you're either changing or learning or getting better at this year in the comment section. I'll be here to reply, because again, you know, new resolutions, I'm going to be here to engage. So tell me all about things that you're using to create a really great quality of life for yourself this year. Maybe I could steal one or two, because again, unapologetically, I would borrow something if I see that it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's discuss on the comment section. Subscribe to my channel. Don't leave without subscribing. I'll help my life. Come on, please. All right, thank you. God bless. Thank you for clicking on that button. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.